Virgo Queen, here to awaken the divine consciousness. I do Mother Peace Tarot and Life Purpose Astrology readings. And this weekly weather forecast is for the collective consciousness, where I use the tools of tarot and astrology to best guide you through the week's energy. And when I first look at a reading, I look at the heart of the matter. And the first card is the significator, which is reverse daughter of discs. And so when I speak of the heart of the matter, I am speaking about the inner world, what our feeling body is going through this week, and then how it will expand into the outer world, into the reality in which we experience. So, as the significator, the seed of the energy this week is that our young feminine energy feels childish, insecure, and not heard. That we have these old childhood wounds coming up, and we're remembering all the things that we were told no by our parents or by authority figures. All our desires and visions and feelings for the world, we were denied. And sometimes it was for our own protection, but the feeling of the rejection, the feeling of the no, has suppressed some aspect in us. And so in order for us to truly understand, well, the gifts of what that no is bringing, but also to understand our own strength and to remind our little inner child that all is okay and that we are here today because of those no's. And this card ultimately is asking for us to go on a vision quest of our heart's desires. What is it that needs to be healed? And also, what needs to be strengthened? And what vision do we hold for ourselves? In the atmosphere, we have reverse Ace of Discs. Again, a reversed energy. And a lot of what this means is that the energy is either within or it is blocked. And because we're looking at Ace, which is a gift, a new way, a manifestation, and Discs, which is Earth, the physical world, the material realm. It's showing that an expectation or money or a job is not going to manifest the way we imagined or hoped for, or the money isn't coming the way that we expected it to. And so what this is showing us is that we have to let go of our expectations and that we have to trust something much bigger than ourselves. And so these challenges that we face are really our challenge to surrender and to also see what's not working and why is it not working? Why are we not getting the money or experiencing our imagination manifesting in the physical world? Because we hold a specific way or light in which this needs to happen. So by letting go and trusting that there is a much bigger plan for us, that we can just simply trust that this unexpected and unfulfilled aspect is going to lead us to something much bigger and full of more rewards and more financial abundance. And it moves us into our cross current, which is temperance. And so what this card represents is the seed of the significator, the atmosphere and the energy in which your thoughts and feelings are experiencing this, and then how then this transforms. And so this disappointment and this insecurity is moving us into this temperance, and she is a powerful creator. And so she tilts to the right, showing that we are trying to create this cosmic force, that we are wanting to let go of the insecurity. We want to let go of our disappointments. Yet there is this force, because she has this powerful impact. She knows how to use her alchemical forces, and she knows what relationships to call on for her resources. We feel as if we know what to do, we're capable of doing it, and we're going to go and try. And so it's encouraging us, but be mindful that we cannot rush a process, and that we really just need to take time to listen and to be still on the moments of confusion. Because there is confusion. And why? So we can get clear. Because then the clarity leads us to our bigger truth. And so that's why we are faced with these dragons of misconception and these mishidden treasures of our youth. So allow the temperance and see the tools that she wants to use that will propel you to your next step. In the root, we have 4 of Cups, and 4 is about boundaries, and Cups is our emotions. And it's asking us in our roots, in our physical world, with our daily meditation, to be mindful with how you're expressing your emotions, how you feel, where they're coming from. Are they from the past? Do they feel like the past is impacting your present? And do you have no sense of where the future is going? Take time to rest. Take time to go within. Because when we're constantly trying to force these new ways of being, we get lost because we haven't done it before. And so we need to be led by something bigger than our rational mind, something bigger than what people tell us. We need to listen to ourselves, because that's the only real experience that you're going to live, is your own. And so in order for us to get centered in who we are, we have to create those boundaries so we can create our emotional strength, our emotional wealthiness, and our emotional intelligence. So find time to create your sacred space and try not to be overwhelmed by all the outside world's advice, and just listen to your own. Because in the sky, we have the Chariot card. And our sky represents, well, our thoughts, the mental plane, our connection to the collective. And the Chariot is a major arcana. So our soul is guiding our mental world. And the Chariot represents victory and success. Because she's tilted to the right, again, there is this need to overcome our past insecurities and need to find success even when we have doubts. And so ask for the Chariot's guidance on how to overcome those obstacles that feel that is in the way of your own success. And simply ask your higher self to connect you to the path that is for your own growth. And in the recent past, we had reverse 10 of Cups. So this past weekend, this past week, we have been challenged. And there's no other way of looking around it. We have this moon squaring Saturn, which is making us have discipline in our spiritual growth, in our emotional world. That means that, you know, we used to just be able to go by and be in relationships without having to have that self-responsibility. And now we have to have that self-responsibility in order to show up for the relationships that nourish us. And so what that means is that we do have to take time for ourselves, that we do have to find moments for meditation or to go on walks and to heal ourselves, to know what is good for us and what is not. So that's no longer in our world anymore, and to bless it and to send it on its way. So this reverse 10 of Cups was showing that we had a hard time connecting to others, and that we needed a time for prayer in order to heal that disconnection that we have within ourselves. And this moves us into the self-concept of the Lovers card. February is the month of love. February is the month of the heart. And so much of our focus and energy has gone on this Lovers adventure. And now we have the power and we have the force and we have the focus to move to our heart's desires. That we have these deep insecurities, but we also have the strength because we're willing to do the work and we want to be responsible and we want that change because the past didn't serve us to our happiness, and now we have a glimpse of what that happiness is proposing. So take it, go for it. It is your heart's desire, and move with it truly and honorably down that path to your own heart's awakening. In the hopes and fears, we have reverse 9 of Swords. The nightmare is over. Oh, all that hard discipline and negative energy is released, and that is so much part of our hope. And then this week is also a great releasing. So allow those negative energies to fall and trust that the nightmare is over. For in the future, we have Shaman of Wands. So all this inner work and alchemical forces is moving us to this archetypal father, the one that knows how to be the ruler of his own kingdom, that's secure and confident and listening to his intuition. This is the archetype of the creative will, knowing how to manifest in the physical world. That means we have the knowledge and the resources to make our work and projects come to life, that we feel a vibrant connection to our resources and to our relationships that can move us forward. And we are connected to that confidence and creative will, that we know which path to walk upon and which tool to grasp to make it all known to the world. In the house, we have reverse Daughter of Swords. And so the house energy is our environment. And because we have this young feminine energy, which is also at the center of who we are and we're experiencing out in the world, and again, it's this lack of confidence in what we want to bring. And so maybe it's, the home environment, your loved one's not supporting you on this new path, or maybe it's your peers or coworkers that don't believe that you can finish the project or get the client. Maybe it's your own self-doubt, your own inner child that hasn't really seen you as a grown-up and doesn't believe in all your strengths yet. You simply just have to keep doing. Try not to rush, try not to be impatient, but just know you are following your path. You have the Shaman of Wands and you have this Lover's self-concept of moving towards what you truly desire. Because in the outcome, you have the Wheel of Fortune. And this is showing that, a twist of good fate is coming. And at the end of this week, we have a new moon in Pisces solar eclipse. This is where magic happens. This is where our inner world gets exposed and wishes come to life. Our dreams are manifested and visions are finally experienced. So focus on this powerful energy. What do you want to create? What do you want to will into your life? And what changes that need to be made? What do you need to let go of this week in order to welcome in that love? Welcome in this new life, because this is a game changer. This is a twist of fate. Good fortune is coming. If you are seeking abundance, then do what you need to do to claim your abundance. Do marketing, go out there and expose yourself, because now is the illumination of our potential. And be strong in knowing who you are. Welcome your child to stand next to you and witness what you both are creating. And take peace with the guidance of your higher self. And make it time to devote to the divine. Because when we devote ourselves to our higher self, to the collective, and to our greater calling, great miracles can happen. And this is our first employer, the divine. And that when we work with the divine and we work with our angels and guides, that we are always led in the right direction. It is only when we question it or go against it where we get confused. So allow yourself to be led and to have deep, deep, strong roots so you can connect higher to the bigger cosmos of your soul. Hope that helps. Have an amazing week. And if you'd like a one-on-one or personal reading, contact me at www.innerdoorways.com. Have a beautiful day.